He can have Shalewa, Chinedu said to himself. The next morning, while cleaning Shalewa's room, the maid told her that Chinedu had come looking for her. "It be like say he won't give you something, no," the maid said. Shalewa wondered what Chinedu wanted to give her and went to his room, but it wasn't there. Apparently, he had resumed his regular outings again, as he couldn't stand seeing Shalewa and Obinna being affectionate around the house. Even when he was home, he would lock himself in his room and ask the maid to serve him his meals there. One evening, Mrs. Omego forced him to eat with everyone at the dinner table. Shalewa looked at him, but he looked away. Maybe he's just in a bad mood, she thought. That was when Obinna walked in to take his seat at the table and kissed Shalewa on the cheek, in front of the family. Mr. and Mrs. Omego, surprised, looked at each other. Chinedu pretended like he saw nothing. While everyone was eating, Obinna would whisper something funny into Shalewa's ears, and she would giggle. Chinedu couldn't stand the sight of them being cozy, so he stood up and stormed out of the dining room. "Where are you going?" Mr. Omego said. "Are you not going to finish your food?" He did not respond. Rather, he continued walking away. Shalewa stood up immediately. Obinna held her hand. "Where are you going? Let him go," he said. "I'll be back, don't worry," Shalewa responded and hurriedly followed Chinedu. As Chinedu was about to enter his room, Shalewa shouted, "Why did you leave the dinner table just like that?" Obinna looked at her confused. "Why do you even care? Go back to your lover, you shouldn't have left him," he snapped, and walked into his room. That was when it dawned on Shalewa that he was upset with her close relationship with Obinna. She followed him into his room and he immediately asked her to leave. But Shalewa stubbornly refused. While she was clearing his messy bed to sit, she saw a small bag hidden under piles of clothes and immediately looked into the bag. Then she saw something that looked like a necklace and a note in it. Before Chinedu could stop her, she read the note out loud. "Just because something is broken does not mean it cannot be fixed. I'll always be here for you." She immediately looked into the bag and saw her mother's necklace. She stood up and moved closer to Chinedu and asked with a trembling voice, "Is this my mother's necklace? The one that broke?" Chinedu answered grudgingly, "Yes, I fixed it." Shalewa began to cry. Chinedu couldn't stand the sight of her crying, so he moved closer to her to console her and wiped her tears. Shalewa hugged him tightly and could hear his heart beating fast. She raised her head and reached to kiss him on the lip. Realizing what she had done, she was about to run out of the room, but Chinedu drew her back and hugged her tightly, kissed her again on her forehead, and said goodnight. The next morning, Obinna woke up to check on Shalewa, as he was worried she did not come back to the dinner table last night. Even when he knocked on her door, there was no response. So he went to her room, even though he was still upset with her. He knocked on her door and there was still no response. And as he opened the door, he couldn't find Shalewa in the room, so he looked around. As he was looking, what he found almost gave him a heart attack. He found a necklace on the bed that looked like the one that broke the other day. Then he saw a note on the nearby couch that read, "Just because something is broken does not mean it cannot be fixed. I will always be here for you. Love, Chinedu." At this point, Obinna was filled with anger, wondering where Shalewa was. That was when it dawned on him. He ran out of the room. Running through the hallway, he shouted, "Chinedu, what have you done?" Then he barged into his brother's room and saw Chinedu. What did Obinna see? And what happened next? Please like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell so when I post the next episode, you will be among the first to watch. Thank you.